It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 Dick, 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 go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
We'll come back downstairs. Any other questions? We've got one right there and then one with David Poole.
Bruce Martin again. Regan, as you look back at the year, you know, you had what you thought was a victory at Talladega. Have you been able to get over that? And, you know, how tough is that to still kind of look back and think to yourself, you know, not only could you be Rookie of the Year, but you could be a rookie race winner?
I don't know if you can ever get over that. You know, it was a good opportunity to win a race, and this series is so tough. I found that out firsthand this year. You don't know when those opportunities are going to come again, but you know, you got to take the bright spots that came out of that day. I think definitely got a lot of exposure, and none of the rookies had really had a very competitive race up until that point, and our car was competitive the whole race. So, you know, you try to take the positives out of that, and you know, I can lay down at night and feel confident saying that I felt like my guys performed well enough at Talladega to help me win a race, and they can do the same, and that's all you can do. It definitely would have helped to make the year a little bit better, but you know, I guess consolation. We also got the Ray Bestis Rookie of the Year thing, and that's a big deal, and I'm proud to get that.
Go ahead, David.
Kevin, David Poole, Charlotte Circle. Kevin, where were you? Did Kyle Busch run out of gas on the last lap too? I mean, when the white flag, we thought he was the guy who was chasing him down, but maybe we were just wrong.
Yeah, they both ran out of gas coming to the white, coming off turn 2.
The 18.
18 and 6,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other questions for Kevin or Regan before we release those two? Got another one?
Man, he's got a good question.
Yeah, this is for Regan again. Were you a little bit surprised that a driver of the stature of Sam Hornish would come in with Penske but not really give you much of a fight for that rookie title? You seem to kind of be in control of that thing most of the year.
Well, we were in control of it most of the year. You know, at the end there, Sam really started turning it on towards the end of the season. The way the points thing shook down, I know a lot of the other rookies weren't in cars, and the way the points deal shook up, it was kind of awkward this year. But Sam's a talented race car driver. I mean, there's a lot of places he's been extremely quick this year. Mile and a half, you know, he's been quicker than us at a lot of them. We've been quicker than him at some of them. But I think he'll work it out and get it figured out next year definitely. And Penske's a good organization, so they're gonna put good stuff behind him for sure.
Okay, Kevin and Regan, congratulations. Put on a good season for us. We appreciate it. Regan, congratulations on the Rookie of the Year. Good job, pal. Good job. Good job. Okay, joined also right now up on the podium is our third place finisher in today's race. He finished the 2008 season certainly on a strong surge. That's the driver number 26 Crown Royal Ford. That's Jamie McMurray. Jamie, congratulations. You really had a heck of a run here the last few races, particularly the last 2 weekends. Your thoughts?
I mean, we had another really good car tonight, and the way the pit sequences worked out, where some guys would pit, some would put 2 on, and then we kept having all those short cautions. We got shuffled back to like 14th or 15th. And, you know, when it gets late in the race, it becomes a lot harder to pass than it does those first few runs because everybody gets their car better. So Larry just, made a wonderful decision to go ahead and pit at the end and then just try to save gas, to get the best finish we could. And so I ran the last, I don't know, whatever it was, 55 laps. I ran about 10 of them hard. Then I just kind of pedaled it the remainder of the race so we could make sure to make it to the end.
Questions now for Jamie. Let's go right here.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. What's the difference between the chase and before? Are you guys testing stuff? And, certainly with the success that you've had with Toomey in the last, short period of time, is there any mixed emotions about changing crew chiefs at this point?
Well, there's not really anything different. If you really looked back and paid attention to our team for the last 3 months, we've had just really fast cars and just didn't really have much to show for it. And for the last 2 months, we've had things just kind of go our way, and then obviously the last month has just been incredible. I don't know that I've even when I was, with Ganassi and, could contend to make the chase, I didn't run as well as I am right now. It's by far the best I've run in my career. It just seems like every week, you have a chance to win. So it's a lot of fun to get to run that well. But, same thing when, when the season started, everybody was asking me what was wrong, and I'm not doing anything different now. It just, I think I'm able to communicate with the crew chief and the engineer better to make better adjustments. And when the race starts, cars are just faster. And I tell you, if we could have qualified for the 5 or 6 races it rained out, we would have qualified well, and we would have raced better in those races. But, when you have to start back in the 20s, it takes forever to get to the front, and you just have to race differently.
Other questions for Jamie? David, do you have one?
Come on, David, give me a good one.
David Poole, Charlotte Observer. When you have gotten here the last couple of weeks, I guess it was Texas and here,
Yep.
you seem to have, at Texas, you seem to be the guy with the gas strategy, and here you came back in and topped off, I'm assuming, figuring you were going to go the distance that may carry you to the end. You tried it both ways and still couldn't win. It's like, does it show how frustrating and difficult it is? I keep looking at what Carl did in the chase, and Jimmy still beat him. It's a difficult thing to do what they've done here. All this winning and all this championships that Jimmy have done, and the kind of year that Carl had. This isn't easy to do, is it?
No, and when we got shuffled back to 12th or 14th, wherever it was. It made the decision a lot easier to go ahead and pit. Larry said that we were like 2 laps short on fuel, and I was like, man, I'll save you 2 laps of fuel. I said, I believe I can do that. So it makes it easier, I think, when you're further back. And I pedaled it, half throttle for 30 laps, and I really thought that 29 was going to be the car to beat. I saw the 18 and the 6 run out, and when we took the white, I wasn't sure how much Kevin was saving, and so I was like, I don't really care if I run out now. When you think you're, racing for a win, it's worth it to take that chance to maybe run out. But I got to say, what Carl's able to do, to have not only one of the fastest cars on the track, but to be able to get the fuel mileage he does, I think that's something that a lot of drivers are going to look into, of how they can try to get better mileage. Because, obviously I drive for the same team, and we have the same carburetors, the same guys tuning them. It's not like he has a bigger gas tank or a leaner engine, but he always gets better fuel mileage than everybody. And the rest of us tend to get similar fuel mileage, but not as good as Carl. So we have to look at that and try to make that better as a whole.
Other questions for Jamie? Who has one? Anyone? Okay, I think we're clear. Jamie, you really finished strong.
Thank you.
Good way to finish the season. Congratulations.